As the race for air superiority heats up, a surprising new player has entered the scene: Sweden. Known more for neutrality than military power, Sweden has announced plans for a cutting-edge 6th-generation fighter jet. While the aircraft hasn't been fully revealed, the bold move hints at advanced capabilities that could rival even the strongest U.S. jets. The sudden news caught experts off guard, sparking questions about how Sweden made such a leap. With the U.S. tied up in its costly and complex NGA project, could Sweden's jet challenge American dominance? Let's explore Sweden's new fighter and see if it stands a real chance. Joining the U.S., China, and others in the race, Sweden's secretive Flyg System 2020 is set for completion by 2035. It promises advanced features like drone control from the cockpit, complex aerial maneuvers, and high-speed strikes. Though details remain scarce, experts believe it will replace the dependable JS-39 Gripen, which has served Sweden for years. Much about Flyg System 2020 is still under wraps. Saab, the jet's developer, has shared little, but a concept image shows a sleek, single-engine aircraft with a rounded body, hinting at stealth. It has a dual-wing design and two vertical tails for better maneuverability and lower radar visibility. Some compare to China's twin-engine J-20 stealth fighter, but Sweden's lighter, single-engine setup could mean greater speed. The dual wings may reduce top speed but boost lift and stability, especially at low speeds, useful for ground attack missions. While the J-20 can carry 24,000 pounds of weapons compared to the F-35's 18,000 pounds, it's unclear if Sweden's fighter will match that load. It might combine stealth with heavy firepower, acting as both a stealth attacker and a bomb carrier. Another potential strength is data share with allied jets like the F-35 or the U.S. NGAD fighter. If networked into Europe's defense grid, it could greatly enhance coordination. The ability to control drones from the cockpit would also expand operational reach. Drones could scout, gather intel, or strike targets while keeping the pilot out of danger. Given Sweden's expertise in technology and AI, Flyg System 2020 could act as a flying command center, directing drones for precision missions. If successful, it could reshape modern air combat and prove Sweden can compete with the best. On August 24, 2024, Saab's advanced programs head Peter Nilsson told Dagens Nyheter that Saab is moving ahead with both manned and unmanned fighters. He noted that now is the right time due to skilled workers, advanced digital engineering, and experience from projects like the Gripen E globalized surveillance plane and T-7A trainer. Addressing cost concerns, he compared it to the 1980s, when Saab overcame doubts to build the Gripen. Sweden's fighter legacy stretches back to the 1947 Saab 21R, followed by the 1950 Saab 29 Tunnan, its first swept-wing supersonic jet. The Saab 32 launched and handled attack, reconnaissance, and patrol roles, while the Saab 35 Draken introduced the double delta wing in 1960. The Saab 37 Viggen in the 1970s brought advanced avionics and afterburner power. The latest in service is the 1990 Saab JS-39 Gripen, known for its avionics, fly-by-wire controls, and modular design. Nilsson hinted that the Gripen's development model, partnering internationally while keeping domestic control, will guide the new fighter. In early 2024, Sweden's Defense Material Administration signed a contract with Saab and GKN Aerospace for future fighter concepts, with a demonstrator due by the end of 2025. Although not a full prototype, the demonstrator will gather vital data for Sweden's next combat aircraft. Saab is researching advanced materials, AI, and stealth tech with support from FMV, the Swedish Armed Forces, and GKN Aerospace. GKN, known for the RM-12 and RM-16 Gripen engines, recently received a €59.5 million investment for additive manufacturing in Trollhättan, aiming to cut environmental impact and meet future propulsion needs. Saab and GKN's progress is key to Sweden's defense plans, but a decision on the new fighter must come before 2030. Delays could leave Sweden behind in fast-evolving defense tech. Sweden is weighing three options: build its own jet, partner with other nations, or buy an existing model. Each path has pros and cons, especially with neighbors like Finland, Denmark, and Norway choosing the US F-35. Developing a jet alone would be costly, potentially draining other defense funds. Partnering in European programs like the Global Combat Air Program, GCAP, or Future Combat Air System, FCS, could be more realistic, but these may not match Sweden's schedule or needs. International cooperation is likely, with possibilities ranging from unmanned support systems for piloted jets to fully autonomous aircraft linked to advanced sensor networks. Sweden's goal is to protect its strong defense industry while adapting to a rapidly changing security environment. Meanwhile, others are moving quickly. New footage of China's J-36 fighter surfaced online, showing its third test flight in 3 months near Chengdu, Sichuan province. Captured during sunset, the clip spread fast on social media. Chengdu Aircraft Corporation is believed to be behind the project. This unescorted flight suggests the J-36 is stable enough to fly solo. The pace, 3 tests in under a year, signals rapid development. Military observers confirmed the video's authenticity, but China's Ministry of Defense remained silent. The U.S., by contrast, has kept its NG-80 program highly secretive. NG-80, meant to replace the F-22 and F-35, began over a decade ago and tested a prototype 4 years ago, but delays and high costs, around $300 million per jet, have slowed progress. Experts believe the J-36 prioritizes speed, stealth, and drone control. It features a rare 3-engine setup and a unique double delta wing. One wing angle manages shock waves at supersonic speed, the other boosts stability. Aligning wing edges with a fuselage cuts radar signature without sacrificing maneuverability. Capable of flying above 50,000 feet, the jet is difficult to target. Its stealth is all aspect, reducing radar detection from any angle, and weapons are stored internally for a smooth, radar-evading profile. The tailless design relies on advanced computer systems for stability, gliding almost silently. This ghost in the sky has impressed and concerned military analysts alike. The J-30SX's streamlined shape reduces drag, letting it stay airborne longer and cover more distance, an advantage in future air battles. China's open testing may be a deliberate show of strength. The first flight took place on Mao Zedong's birthday, followed by a second prototype from Shenyang Aircraft Corporation. These displays signal that China isn't just keeping up with the West. It may be trying to surpass it. Meanwhile, the U.S. is feeling the heat. Its NG-80 program, aiming to create a network of AI-driven, stealthy jets, faces scrutiny over cost and practicality. A 2024 Pentagon report warned that China's rapidly modernizing air force could soon challenge U.S. dominance in areas like the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait, pushing the U.S. to accelerate its 6th-generation fighter plans. The U.S. Air Force has now confirmed production of the F-47 next-generation air dominance fighter. President Donald Trump announced Boeing will lead development, replacing the F-22 Raptor and reinforcing American air superiority. Defense News reports the F-47 will feature advanced stealth, making it nearly invisible to radar, and will fly alongside unmanned collaborative combat aircraft. Official renderings show a tailless, flat-nosed design with a lifting body fuselage, hallmarks of 6th-gen fighters. Chinese analyst Zhang Shuer noted the lack of vertical tails improves all-angle stealth, but criticized the use of canards, calling them outdated and possibly harmful to stealth. He suggested Boeing might be relying on older design choices due to limited newer tech. Wang Yanan, editor of Aerospace Knowledge, questioned whether the F-47's smaller size limits its versatility compared to China's rumored 6th-gen jets. He also doubted Boeing's track record, citing failures like the X-32's loss to Lockheed's F-35 and issues with the KC-46 tanker and 737 MAX. Despite criticism, the U.S. claims F-47 prototypes have flown for 5 years, though no evidence has been shown. With the F-47 moving forward and China's jets already spotted, the competition is in full swing. Other nations are also in the race. The UK, Japan, and Italy's Global Combat Air Program targets 2033. France, Germany, and Spain's FCS is progressing slowly. Russia's MiG-41 remains early in development. China stands out for developing 2 possible 6th-gen jets, the J-36 and another Shenyang design, though combat readiness is unclear. Some believe China could field its jet before the U.S., but American officials insist they still hold the tech edge. Justin Bronk of Rusi called the J-30SX's early flights fascinating, noting its potential when paired with China's growing drone fleet. The definition of 6th generation isn't fixed, but generally includes advanced stealth, drone integration, and possibly directed energy weapons. Both China and the U.S. are investing heavily here. What's remarkable is China's pace. The J-36 has been seen flying 3 times in 3 months, far faster than typical advanced jet testing, which usually spans years. Its first flight had a chase plane, common in early trials, but later solo flights suggest growing confidence. Many experts didn't expect a Chinese 6th-gen jet before 2028. This accelerated debut could mean genuine breakthroughs, or a calculated move to project power early. Beyond its technology, the J-36 could have major strategic implications. In a conflict over Taiwan or the South China Sea, a stealthy, long-range J-36 could complicate U.S. and allied defense planning. Paired with China's expanding missile arsenal, it could shift the region's balance of power. The U.S. is taking the threat seriously. The Navy's FA-20 program is set to replace the aging F/A-18 Super Hornet, though no prototype has been publicly confirmed. Aviation sources say China's fighter production now rivals U.S. yearly output. If China mass produces a J-36, it could reshape future conflicts. The U.S. also continues to upgrade its F-22 Raptor. Lockheed Martin recently completed 6 successful test flights, adding a new infrared defensive system, advanced sensors, and stealthy range-extending drop tanks. At the 2025 Air and Space Forces Association Warfare Symposium, Lockheed confirmed these upgrades will keep the F-22 combat ready into the 2040s. The Air Force currently operates just over 180 Raptors, with 32 reserved for testing and training due to older configurations. While details on the new sensors remain classified, stealthy underwing pods spotted on F-22s likely support infrared search and track functions. So far, the J-36 hasn't drawn much attention from the U.S. public. Discussion is mostly in military and aerospace circles. Some believe it could revolutionize air combat. Others argue the U.S. still holds a decisive edge thanks to its secretive, cutting-edge research.